Alright, let's see. I can go around this way, or I can just continue going this way if I want. Let's explore first before... Aha! Aha! I was just about to say, let's explore first before we do anything, because then I can get more people to talk about. The Price Shop, huh? It's pretty cool.
I cannot enter.
Well, they were here.
If you're not too tight, could you help me, Mommy? Aren't you the sweetest? Be careful, Carol. You're wasting good food here.
Yes, Mother.
I said be careful, child. I'm sorry, sweetheart. Mummy has been so clumsy again.
No, that's okay. It won't bleed for long.
You're so pale. Are you feeling sick? Do you need to see a doctor?
No, I'm fine. I already saw the doctor last week.
She's a
Don't be silly,
vampire.
you must see a doctor. Just don't tell him how clumsy your mummy is, all right? I love you so much, my baby.
I love you too, Mother.
Interesting. Not Carol. The other girl is vampire. She says it won't be that long until it heals up. So that's Caroline Price. That's Carol Price.
I hope you can.
She named her daughter after herself. Wow. Can you be any more? I don't know what I'm looking for here.
Good evening, Miss Price. How are you tonight?
Dr. Reed, I didn't know you had returned from the war. I had a new doctor when you left, but he's not as kind as you.
Always glad to see a former patient in good condition. It's been a long time.
Too long indeed. And as a token of my appreciation, I'll grant you the best price if you fancy buying anything from my humble shop.
Of course.
Do you know Aloysius Dawson?
Everybody knows him. He's only been to my shop once, though, looking for rare books and other intriguing antiques.
Did he buy something from you?
No, he left quickly. He almost laughed at my goods. Mr. Dawson may be a rich man, but you can't buy good manners.
But isn't Aloysius Dawson known for his philanthropy?
That was before his brother Robert died in an aeroplane crash. Since then,
Ah.
the remaining twin has turned into a heartless tycoon.
Ooh. Gossip.
Tell me, Carolyn, do you often wound or hurt your daughter by mistake?
No. I always thought it was Carol's clumsiness that caused these incidents. Maybe it's a family trait, Doctor.
You really believe it's just bad luck and being clumsy then?
Of course, Doctor. What else could it be? I have nothing to hide.
Oh yes, sure you don't.
Does your daughter still worry you, Miss Price? I remember you were often concerned about her health when she was younger.
Have you not seen Carol since you returned? She's almost a young woman now. But she'll always remain my sweet little baby.
So you're less afraid?
Some things never change. Carol is still too clumsy for her own good. Sometimes her innocence puts her in real danger.
Why would her innocence put her in danger?
She does not realize how cruel life can be. Maybe I was a bad mother to protect her too much. My poor dear Carol.
You have every reason to be cautious, Miss Price. Especially in these difficult times.
Maybe you could talk with her, Dr. Reed. It would be nice to have a man here more often. We would both feel safer.
Oh yes, I'm sure.
May I look at your goods, Miss Price?
It's always a pleasure to have you here, Dr. Reed. Take all the time you need.
Okay, she... Oh, nice. She actually sells these. Okay. I'm not sure I need them at the moment, but... I might buy them anyway, just because I'm not... What the hell am I using these shillings for? I'm not surprised these are expensive. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I'll buy both. Why not? Whoops. And I'll buy both of these. Sure, why not? I can actually sell something too if I want. Like the necklace, for example. Why would she want that?
I hope you can stay a little longer this time.
Yes, I'm sure.
Good evening, Miss Price. I'm Dr. Reed. Do you remember me?
Dr. Reed? Yes, of course. You are the doctor who healed me and my mum. Good evening, Dr. Reed.
Good to see you too, Carol. Are you all right?
Oh, yes. I did not hurt myself recently. I know how to take care of myself now. I'm almost a grown-up.
Almost, huh?
Have you ever met the famous Aloysius Dawson?
Yes. A very strange man. Not very nice.
What do you mean?
He said he was ready to pay good money for rare books. And then laughed at what we showed him.
Huh.
Do you enjoy working with your mother?
Oh, yes, Doctor. My mother raised me alone after my father died. We've always lived together, and she has always watched over me.
Do you remember your father?
No, I was just a baby then. My mother always told me how strong and good he was.
Do you ever think about getting married now you're a woman?
Oh no, Dr. Reed. Mum always says I'm still a child who has no idea how tough life can be. No husband would like a clumsy girl like me.
I'm not sure.
Is it true you often hurt yourself, Carol?
Yes, it's true. I try to behave, I really do. But one way or another, I always end up injured or wounded. I'm so stupid.
Why would you be stupid?
It's like I can't help getting under my mother's feet. That's how I end up being pushed, cut, or burned. You see, I'm a stupid girl, really.
When exactly do these accidents happen?
Ever since I was little. That's why I need to stay with Mum. I'm not capable of taking care of myself.
Well, it kind of reminds me of a cat.
Why are you awake at night, Carol?
I am helping my mother in her shop. It's not easy, but I'm a grown-up now.
I'm sure your mother is grateful for your help.
I do the best I can. But I'm so clumsy sometimes. I drop things. I injure myself. It's a good thing my mother has the patience of an angel.
Why is work not easy? Is something or someone bothering you?
Oh no, most people are gentle with me. But I'm so nervous sometimes. I pay no attention and hurt myself. Good thing my mum learned first aid.
Ah.
What can you tell me of the people living nearby?
I don't speak to many people, except our customers. It's not easy to make friends. And with the epidemic, it's even more difficult.
What can you tell me about the epidemic?
Some of our regular customers have left London. Some others only send their housemaids now. Everybody fears the contagion. I've even seen men with weapons.
Have you no friends at all?
No. Mr. Nithercote used to pass by and was always nice to me.
Does he not come by anymore?
No. Mum said he was weird. Always reciting poetry about a girl he'd met in Whitechapel. I wonder who this camellia may be.
Ah.
Goodbye.
Oh, I am sorry, I can't help you, sir.
Good evening, Miss Price.
You know you can call me Carolyn, my dear doctor.
Oh, getting personal now. Nice.
Carol's gratitude is exemplary. She seems determined never to leave you.
I'm taking care of my daughter as well as I can. It's not always easy, but she's the best gift life gave me.
But she'll probably leave you someday to live her own life. Will that be difficult for you?
Why would she leave? Children sometimes stay with their parents until the end, for they know no one else will love them as much.
I'm not sure about that, but okay.
What can you tell me about yourself, Miss Price?
I'm still managing my shop. The only difference is, since the quarantine, we're open at night. You, on the contrary, seem to have changed a lot.
Really? Have I changed that much? It must have been the war and the night shifts since my return.
Don't get me wrong, Dr. Reed, you're still handsome. Just maybe a little bit wiser, more serious. It suits you well.
Uh-huh.
Tell me more about yourself. No new fiancé? I remember you were hoping to get remarried. I'm sure you must have a few suitors.
Who would marry an old bat like myself with a grown daughter and a little business? As you know, I only fancy handsome men like yourself.
Oh, really?
Have you noticed anything in particular in this part of town recently?
Other than you coming back to cheer me up? Nothing at all, Dr. Reed.
Ooh.
You are responsible for your daughter's many injuries and scars, Carolyn. You brutalize her, don't you?
How could I abuse my own flesh and blood? This is nonsense. It would be like hurting myself.
You really believe you've done nothing wrong, don't you? How long has this been going on for? I should have seen it when you were my patient.
See what? Child abuse? Are you mad, Dr. Reed? I dedicated my whole life to my precious Carol. She is a part of me.
Yes. Even her name is just a part of yours.
Yeah,
It's a
see?
terrible tragedy. Something of an unknown disorder. My God. Abuse that comes from overwhelming love.
I can't believe what I'm hearing. How dare you say something like that? What kind of a monster do you think I am?
Yes!
Speak to me, Carolyn. Why do you behave like this? How does it make you feel to hurt Carol before cajoling her?
I don't know. It makes me feel good to take care of my daughter. I need to feel useful. No one ever takes care of me. I need someone to take care of me.
Do you realize Carol is a person? Not a toy. Not a doll. The poor girl would put her hand in a flame to please you. You are both trapped in this toxic relationship.
Carol and I are perfectly happy. Leave us be. How stupid I was to believe you could be a suitable husband.
I'm not judging you, Carolyn. I believe you're a victim too. I'm just trying to explain that you need medical help.
You will not separate me from my flesh and blood, Dr. Reed. We'd rather die.
Goodbye for now, Miss Price.
So much for that.
I hope you can stay a little longer this time.
This he goes back being all nice. What the fuck is up with this? Some weird ass stuff is going on here. Alright, so we found 2 new people. But we're still missing 4. And I'm wondering where they are. Oh! Well, speak of the devil, there's one guy in front of my face. Why? Okay, never mind. Wait, he looks like the other guy doing the reporter.
Sir. May I ask you what you're doing here
Charles.
at this late hour?
I'm conducting an investigation about the epidemic in this part of town.
And who are you, sir?
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed from the Pembroke Hospital. May I ask who you are and why all the questions?
I'm Detective Inspector Charles Albright from Scotland Yard. And I don't find
Ah.
your answers convincing. What is a Pembroke doctor doing in the West End at this time of night?
I'm here on my own, sir. I have no official appointment other than my desire to save lives.
Then we have the same objective, sir. The difference is, to catch my suspects, I use a magnifying glass and handcuffs instead of a microscope.
Inspector Clouseau, are you? Or, what the fuck was the name of that thing?
Do you know anything in particular about a man called Aloysius Dawson?
Sherlock
Who doesn't
Holmes
know
is
the
what I was
man?
thinking of, yeah.
I think he intervened personally to put an end to the police strike of last August.
What else can you tell me about him?
Aloysius Dawson is exactly the kind of powerful and influential man who could commit murder and get away with it, with just one phone call.
He's a 5? Really? Huh.
What are you investigating, exactly?
I have a missing woman, possibly abducted a few nights ago. Louise Teasdale. It seems you already found my other missing person, Mr. Tadao Kimura.
Tell me about Louise Teasdale.
She's a waitress. Her father reported her missing. We don't have enough men to search for her, sadly.
Do you have any idea where she could be?
No. But I feel she's been abducted. She went to a pub a few nights ago and vanished. I thought about the sewers, but I'm not equipped for such an investigation.
Of course.
Why are you investigating at night?
Criminals rarely act in daylight, you know. But since you are also a night worker, have you noticed anything strange which requires police attention?
Yes! Let's report McCullum!
I'd like to report a name, Inspector. Jeffrey McCullum. I'm afraid he's some sort of vigilante, trying to recruit an army of angry citizens.
Then I'll write the name down and transmit this intelligence to the appropriate office. Thank you, sir.
Yes! Yes! Yes, report that cocksucker. He's always getting my way.
What can you tell me about this district?
I'm the one asking questions, especially when there's a killer on the loose.
Is there a killer? Really?
What killer?
I'm not going to discuss that with the civilians, sir.
Haven't I told you about the investigation I'm conducting? Perhaps I could help you.
All right, without giving you too much information, I'll tell you this. I'm convinced there is a homicidal maniac on the loose, using the epidemic to disguise his kills.
Charles Jeremy, Albright? I just noticed his name just popped up right now. Well, I just noticed his name on top of the screen is what I'm saying.
And what about the epidemic?
We both know the situation is critical, don't we, Doctor? Colleagues of mine die almost every day.
That they do.
What are you really doing here?
I told you. I'm a detective inspector from Scotland Yard, investigating suspicious cases in the area.
Do you work alone?
Yes, the situation is difficult for the police. Many of us are sick, and since the summer strike, most men apply a work-to-rule on their patrols.
What about the situation in the East End? Why are there no police there to protect the civilians?
I know, it's a shame, but we just don't have enough men to cover the entire city.
That's right.
Tell me all you know about that homicidal maniac you're looking for.
I'm not even sure there is only one. The wounds are always the same, but the modus operandi varies. Sometimes violent and brutal, sometimes precise and swift.
How could different killers inflict the same wounds?
That's my main problem. If my theory is correct, maybe we're facing a group of individuals sharing the same violent tendencies. Perhaps a sadist cult.
A sadist cult. Interesting.
What are you investigating, exactly?
I have a missing woman.
Tell me about...
She's a waitress.
Do you have any idea where...
No.
So much for that. Okay. Okay, he's 3250 experience. Damn.
Goodbye, Detective.
Goodbye, Doc.
Alright, so that's... Now there's 3. It looks like there's 2 more guys and 1 female. Let's go try to find them, since we're here. No, of course, more of these assholes. What's this? Huh. Oh, okay.
Step away, sir. I'll kill you!
Oh, it's fun to mess around with these boys. A proven fire executioner. Oh boy.
Please, sir. Can't let you through.
I'm not here, I'm just here to unlock this. Well, that was nice. Blood. Pre-wing chaplain.
The power of the Lord commands you. Fear not. Go on back to the shadows. I order you to step back. Go on back to the shadows.
forgot about that. Blood. This is a new safe house, it looks like. Okay, let's see. I'm assuming this is gonna be this one. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Yep. Perfect. So this must be something new. No, wait. An antidote. Maybe this is like the mega antidote that cures you from vampirism, I guess. I don't know. Let's see. Excuse me. No, I already have one of each on this. Ugh. Yeah, I already maxed this out. What about this one? Did I max any of these out yet? Yeah, I got enough rivets now for this. I still don't have enough rivets, so no, I don't want to use that yet. Alright. It makes sense that it was right there. Alright, so I guess I can keep looking around because that actually cuts over here. More blood. Whoa! Check this out. There's a guy here.
What has happened to the London that I knew?
The London that you knew was dead. Embrace the cult within you. Okay, never mind. I know. Some weird ass looking dude over here, but I don't know how you get. I don't know how you get to that point. Okay. He looks like one of those gypsies or whatever. You know, it's a guy.
Perhaps London will
Is this a
survive
boss?
the epidemic, but I see terrible trials awaiting in the future.
New collectible! The crime of lost knowledge. Oh, I forgot to look at the other thing, right? Fuck, hold on a minute. I'll do that in a second. Vampires are Vampires are dangerous, deadly, vicious sometimes. This is a fact, and I won't deny it. And that's precisely why you must understand what they are, sometimes who they are, in order to achieve a better mutual understanding. Do you remember the interview with Titus Flavius Joseph, conducted by one of us in 1548, when he finally encountered a creature in Spain? Do you remember how each of the very carefully chosen words expressed by this vampire warmed our hearts each time we read them? For they were all extraordinary windows to a past of which we only have glimpses. Well, Titus Flavius Joseph is no more, since the Vatican hunters destroyed him a few weeks ago, and with him vanishes an unearthed treasures of knowledge about the pillars of our civilization. This is a crime probably as heartbreaking as killing an innocent life by a vampire. This is exactly why the path of the Guard of Prewin is as criminal as his Baron. For each time they successfully conduct one of their methodical hunts on old vampires of England, instead of carefully and respectfully approaching them, they destroy a part of our common roots with the immortals. They wipe an opportunity. The concept of great hunt is a crime for blindly killing words and thoughts. Okay then. Just give me 1 second, actually. I wanted to do something. Let's see, what's this? No, wait. I need to... I apologize for that sound. I want to see what he dropped. Okay. I'm about to finish him off right about now, I think. The Violence of Volkods was the one he dropped. Okay. The Violence of Volkods. I think I already read that one, right? I think I did. But if I didn't, I could read it right now. I completely forgot about that. I said I wanted to do that before. Let me see. Oh, yeah, I read this. Okay. Yeah, okay, yeah. So I did read this one. Okay. Alright.
Jonathan Reed. At last we meet. The cards warned me you would visit tonight.
I beg your pardon, sir. Do I know you?
Of course you do. Our mutual friend, Dr. Swansea, can't speak highly enough of you. My name is Usher.
Oh,
Usher
Talltree, yes!
You are the leader of the Brotherhood, are you not?
Primate.
Ooh!
The Brotherhood of St. Paul's Stole, to be precise. I'm really glad we met tonight. I love it when the cards tell me a truth.
The cards told you to expect me.
Yes, they tell me everything. They told me that you struggle hard not to take too many lives.
Yeah, you see what happened? If we would have taken so many lives, he would say something completely different. That's awesome, man. He actually, like, tells you your progress in a lot of ways, it seems. That's pretty cool.
Is there anything you could tell me about Aloysius Dawson?
Aloysius Dawson. Yes, of course. We met on several occasions. With time, he got deeper and deeper into the occult.
He's not the only one. It's been quite the fashion for several decades. The Golden Dawn, for instance, is just one example.
True. Aloysius was a member of the Golden Dawn until 1900. Then his thirst for dark knowledge grew. I'm talking forbidden texts, readings which blackened his heart.
Ooh. It's the devil's books, I'm telling you.
How do you measure the amount of blood on my hands?
I told you. The cards always tell the truth. Well, most of the time.
Is it possible to tell me my future?
A vampire's fate is much more delicate to read, Doctor. But I can try.
All right. Let me hear it.
The walls of your prison have already been raised, Jonathan. But you will freely accept to be locked inside, full of hope for a better day.
Interesting.
I would rather not know.
What the fuck? The hell was that about?
May I ask you about the Brotherhood?
Of course. But I must warn you that there are some subjects we consider taboo, in spite of our fondness and acceptance of your kind.
Of our kind, oh boy.
I know there is no love lost between the Guard of Priwen and the Brotherhood. What caused this rift?
It was 1801. The Brotherhood was stronger then, a strength that made them hungry for ever greater power. An argument divided them, and the wound never healed.
What was the nature of the disagreement?
The problem was that both sides considered themselves the legitimate heirs of the original Brotherhood. We divide up the books, the relics, not always fairly or with consideration.
So the Guards of Priwen and the Brotherhood are actually one and the same, except one actually goes against the vampires and wants to hunt them down and kill them, while the other ones, being the Guards, well, not the Guards, the Brotherhood of St. Paul Stoll, wants to converse with the vampires to learn knowledge. This actually directly ties into the note I just finished reading a few moments ago, how they felt it was almost sacrilegious in a ways to kill a vampire who has hundreds of years of history that they may not even have from text. It's actually pretty messed up if you think about it.
Who founded the Brotherhood?
That's precisely the kind of question I cannot answer. It is delicate, and may reveal some of our secret traditions.
So you're not just a club of academics and scholars?
Once upon a time, very long ago, the Brotherhood did more than simply study the vampires. They took actions to eliminate the more ferocious and corrupted.
Ah. Well, luckily we haven't been that yet. Let's see. Oh, what the fuck? I don't want this.
Can you read the cards for me?
Are you sure you want to know what they will reveal?
Yes, I am.
It will cost you 150 shillings.
Oh my god! Well, fuck. Fine.
Here is the money.
The alchemist. A wise and cunning mind who lives by lying to all but himself. He sells false promises and is proud of it.
Mason! What? Mason? Oh my god. Well, that's fucking great. I just got a hint for him.
Tell me about yourself. What do you do here, besides turning cards in the middle of the night?
I'm for
Looks like he's jerking himself
a
off.
charlatan. For a few, I'm a vampire. And for you, I'm the primate of St. Paul's Stoll.
Some believe you to be a vampire. Who?
The Guard of Priwen, who else? For a time, they sent spies to observe my activities, and they even broke into my home to gather proof.
Did they steal anything from you?
A personal notebook they quickly took to their headquarters. All they had to do is to look at me. I'm aging. What better and definite proof that I'm not an immortal?
Do you want your notebook back?
If you ever find it, I'd be glad to have it back, of course. I do ask one thing, though. Do not read it, Jonathan. Some secrets are not meant to be revealed, even to immortals.
Oh my god. Really?
For how long have you been a primate?
It was 15 years last year.
What do you make of Dr. Swansea?
Edgar is a brilliant and dedicated man. A man of his time, sometimes a little muddled, but always looking for new paths and new concepts.
What can you tell me about the neighborhood?
I really don't know. I don't often go outside. And when I do, it's usually to quite distant destinations.
So you see nothing in the stars for me? You're a poor fortune teller, then?
Oh, I can tell you many things. But they will only concern you, not the city. For example, I know that you offered your sister the final rest she asked for.
What?
Do the cards speak of my Mary?
No. It's the burning aura of guilt that precedes you everywhere you go.
Read my fortune.
You have been chosen, Jonathan. I see on you the mark of a strong being, so powerful it needn't even reveal its strength.
Is he saying I'm so powerful that not even he can understand the true depths of his power? I'm not gonna do that then. Fuck that.
How did you learn about Mary? And spare me the hocus-pocus parlor tricks. The truth, now!
Swansea told me. Don't look at me like that. His task is to observe and gather information about vampires. He had to tell me about Mary.
She could have survived as a vampire. If only she had given me a chance to explain. If only I could have found the words.
Not all vampires accept their new condition. Since suicide is impossible, you have to find a way to get someone else to relieve the pain.
I could have saved her.
No, Jonathan.
Wow. Wow, that was ridiculous.
Goodbye, sir. Until...
I rarely wander, yet it amuses me to converse with your kind. Cards never lie, but they are never easy to read.
So we have this clown that seems to know quite a bit, but he's just admitted that he only got information from Swansea. How many more information has he got from Swansea? We can't really trust this clown. Ah! Aha! Now we have to enter the mansion. Okay, so let's see here. Something's weird. I still don't know how to get access to his mansion. Because this just brings me back out to where I was just at. Oh, I think this is the final guy, I think, right? Nope, we have two more guys. Can I speak to one of them? Thank you.
Too many murders to investigate, but they will not be forgotten.
Good evening, sir. I am Dr. Jonathan Reed. Do you need my help?
Yes, please. Would you be kind enough to tell me what the time is?
That's all you need to know.
Well, is it not important to know? As important as where you are? Or who you are?
I suppose you're right. And who are you then, sir?
I am Agamemnon Baker. Like my brother, I think we need to leave this city immediately. And my brother and I rarely agree on anything.
Yes, of course not.
What can you tell me about your brother?
He's older than me, I think. But the important thing is that I really hope I'll die before him. Grief would just kill me, you know?
Is that all?
Pericles is very attached to this city, and without my insistence, he would never leave this place. We don't often agree on anything, you see?
What can you tell me about this part of town?
It's the only place I've considered myself happy. Or at least that's what I believe. Unfortunately, it's time to leave.
Why is that?
Because I'm not feeling happy here anymore. Are you?
What kind of question is that? What am I supposed to answer, exactly?
The truth. And I believe you just did it, actually.
May I ask what you're doing outside at this hour of night?
I don't know. You should ask my brother instead. It was his idea in the first place.
You must have your own ideas.
From what I have managed to understand, I guess we're supposed to wait here. Waiting for someone to come.
Like me?
May I
Yes.
ask why you've not gone already, if you're so exasperated by this long wait?
I believe fear is holding us back. My brother would have said it's laziness, but it's just because he's prouder than I am.
That's true. You're proud.
Who are you waiting for, exactly?
The more I think about it, the more I believe it's not exactly a person we are waiting for.
But what else could it be, then?
I don't know. A feeling? An event? An impulse? How can I tell? Something that would allow us to leave this trap.
I'm afraid I'm not following you. What kind of trap are you talking about?
Have you ever felt like life trapped you in a role that does not fit you? That you are not in your place? That sort of trap.
That's an interesting comment there.
Trap? And you think leaving London will free you?
At least it will give us the chance to be free. That's more than our present situation. Hope, Doctor. Hope is what truly drives mankind.
Well, it drives some people.
What can you tell me about Aloysius Dawson?
You should ask that question to my brother instead. Personally, I've not seen Aloysius for many years.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Baker.
A 4? Can I finally talk to this stupid brother? Thank you.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. Can I be of assistance?
Dr. Reed? Dr. Reed?
Is there anything wrong?
No, it's just... your name sounds familiar. And your face. Have we met before?
I think I would remember. So I suppose the answer is no.
That's odd. I'm certain I've already heard of you. My name is Pericles Baker. Does that mean anything to you?
I'm afraid not, sir. But it's a pleasure to meet you anyway.
The pleasure is mine, I guess. I only wish I could remember when it was that we met.
Oh my god, they're twins! They're twins, they look exactly the same. That's pretty funny.
Who are you waiting for? I'm sure he has a name.
I really can't answer that question, since I don't know that person.
And why is that?
This person is mostly my brother's acquaintance. I don't even know his real name. Only that this man could help us leave this city once and for all.
But why would you need this person's help to leave London anyway?
Well, I thought we should have left this cursed place already, but my brother convinced me to stay a while longer. And here we are.
Dude, not only do they share the same face model, they also say the other person's what's causing them to stay. These two are made. They're ridiculous. It sounds crazy. I love it. I see. I love these type of games where you just interact with people and you fight enemies on the side. It makes the it just makes the game and the environment have life and vigor. You know.
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Baker. What are you doing out here in the middle of the night?
We are waiting. Waiting for someone.
And why are you waiting for this person?
Because we need to leave this city. As soon as possible.
Why do you want to leave the city?
I'm not really sure.
What? Oh, I thought there was more to that. I'm doing something over here.
And what do you do, sir? For a living, that is.
I stopped working when I decided to leave. When I realized what I wanted. Wanted something this city can't provide.
Transsexual vampires? That's what I want to see. No, I'm just fucking. Futanari vampires. Okay, no, okay. That was kind of dumb.
But what were you doing before you took this decision?
Does it really matter anymore? Considering the past seems so pointless to me. I have lived in this city all my life. And now I think it's over.
Tell me more about why you want to leave London, then.
I just don't belong here anymore. I had to convince my brother to leave London because I know we need to find another life out of the city.
Pericles Baker.
Pericles, tell me why your brother disagrees with your presence here.
Agamemnon is naive sometimes. Although don't consider him a fool, sir. He is often more lucid than me.
Oh, yes.
At least you both have the same difficulty explaining what you're doing, and for what reason.
But is that not a common problem for all mortals?
Well, not really.
What can you tell me about your brother?
If you are searching for a pleasant chat, you should speak with him instead of wasting your time with me. He has always been the more gentle of us.
That's it? That's all you can tell me about him?
For the time being, true kindness is the most valuable quality, my good sir.
The fuck are you talking about?
Can you tell me anything about this district?
As you like asking questions so much, would you allow me to ask you one first?
Please, be my guest.
Do you like this city?
I don't know. I was born and raised in London, but I feel like a stranger here recently.
You didn't answer my question, sir. But I don't blame you. Perhaps it's better that way.
Well, yeah. I guess saying I don't know is a medium because you don't know if it's a yes or a no. I guess it's partial to be more yes in some cases.
What can you tell me about Aloysius Dawson?
I've heard this is a man who has searched for his place in the world for a long time. I hope he found it.
Yeah.
Goodbye, Mr. Baker.
Hello again, Dr. Reed.
What? Huh?
Goodbye.
It seems violence and madness are now contagious.
Let's see something. I came up from over here. No, wait. Now I'm confused. Where did I come up from? It's over here. And I already went through here. I didn't find anything useful. Blood. That's the safe house. What's this? Oh, a skull?
It's locked.
Ah, what's this?
We should be far from town already. All right. But where would we go? Anywhere. Anywhere that isn't here. And what is that, by the way? A safer place? A less strange place? And where would that be? Life is strange, and we are alive.
Oh my
Now,
god, are you
yes.
serious?
For how long? If we decided to flee, we should be far from town already. All right, but where would we go?
That's a fucking reference to one of the other games. Don't Not is the developer who made Life is Strange. It's funny that they made that comment, Life is Strange. Oh, wait a minute, why is this not locked for them, but it's locked for me? Dude, that's complete horseshit. Where the fuck do I need to go? Well, I found the last two guys on this list, it looks like. And I have no idea where she's at right now, so... Come on, can you fucking access it? Thank you. Yeah, where do I go, man? I have to enter this stupid chapel somehow, but it's not letting me. And I'm feeling it has something to do with that plate down there. Stupid plate puzzle. I know that thing over there, that right there is supposed to open because I see something, but... Lovely eyes you got there, Grandma. I don't know what to do. Yeah, see, look. It shows it right there. Oh, come on. That's not what I meant to do. Whoops.
Perhaps London will survive the epidemic, but I see terrible trials awaiting in the future.
Oh, shut up. Am I missing something here? Like, I'm not entirely sure what I'm supposed to be seeing. It's saying this, but... Or maybe it's not. Don't know. I have no idea how to enter the temple church, so I'm probably gonna have to look this up